Well, hello again, everybody, and it's Spring to Action Day here on ZTV Live. And we're continuing our series of interviews with some of the nonprofits that make Alexandria such a great city to live in and be a part of. Today I'm joined by Martha Carucci of the National Breast Center Foundation, Lisa Jacobs of the Alexandria Tutoring Consortium, and Meg Phillips of the Dream Project. I just wanted to, before we get into it, I wanted to give a little update of where we're at. We've hit the 2.1 million mark, which is phenomenal. There's still a ways to go, though. Their goal this year is $2.5 million, and so it goes until midnight. So plenty of time to give. Log on to spring2action.org. There's all sorts of information in there about any nonprofit that you want to support. You can choose by industry or by nonprofit name. You can go, there's small, medium, and large sizes. You can see the leaderboards in there, who's doing well, who maybe needs a little bit of a boost. There's business organizations such as the Delray Business Organization, Old Town Business Association. So there's a lot of different ways to give. So I urge you to, if you can, every little bit helps. It doesn't have to be a big donation. Every little bit helps. They're also trying to hit a goal of 10,000 donors this year, and so far we have over 7,000 donors. So we're tracking in a good way. But anything you can do to help Act for Alexandria meet its Spring to Action goals is indeed appreciated. So without further ado, let's get to our fabulous leaders that we have here tonight joining me. Thank you, ladies, all for coming on. Martha, why don't we start with you? Can you tell us a little bit about the National Breast Center Foundation and about how Spring to Action helps you?
Sure. Thanks, Susan. This is, I think, the 6th year that we're participating in Spring to Action. And for those of you who aren't familiar with us, the National Breast Center Foundation helps low-income and uninsured women to get them access to screening and treatment for breast cancer. I've been with the foundation going on 6 years now. And we are based here in Alexandria, but we have no geographical limitations on the women that we can help. We were founded by a local breast surgeon, Dr. David Weintritt, and I'm blessed to work for him and with a wonderful board of directors. So we have grown like wildfire over the last few years, which is both a blessing and a curse because so many more women are being affected by breast cancer. And so many more women, especially affected by COVID, are losing their jobs and their insurance coverage that really need our help. So literally every dollar that is contributed to our organization and Spring to Action, we're putting right back out into the community to help women in need in their battle against breast cancer.
Excellent, excellent. And so many, Martha, I know organizations that you work with and that you partner with are also taking part in Spring to Alexandria today, like Nueva Vida, and I believe
Lola Lawson.
Casa Chirlagua. So yeah, so yeah, that's a lot of wonderful work that you guys do. And I know that you are no slouch when it comes to running fundraising campaigns. So it's our honor to have you join us today. Meg Phillips from the Dream Project. Can you tell us a little bit about your organization and how Spring to Action helps you reach your goals?
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for having us. So the Dream Project provides scholarships for undocumented students, and we also have programming, mentoring, coaching to help our students reach their college goals. And Spring to Action has been absolutely wonderful. We're especially grateful for our matching gifts that really motivate donors. And we've had a rallying group in Alexandria that's been awesome. They've come out as mentors and donors. And so that we love when people get connected in multiple ways to our organization. It means a lot.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Lisa Jacobs, and you have been a friend of the ZTV program. We had you on last year, I believe. Can you tell the audience a little bit about the Alexandria Tutoring Consortium and the work you guys do over there?
Absolutely. Very happy to be back, Susan. Thank you. ATC has been around for 24 years in Alexandria. We help children in the Alexandria City Public Schools who are struggling to read, and we bring tutors in, volunteers. We have paid staff that support them and write lesson plans, and we help kids learn how to read. Normally, we're in the schools. A year ago, so our Spring to Action campaign was the best ever. And we weren't even sure if we'd be able to help the kids. A year ago, the kids weren't in school. We had no contact with them, but sort of part of the impetus, the support that we got at Spring to Action sort of confirmed that there was such community support out there. We started working with the teachers, we connected with the kids, and by hook or by crook, on phones, on Zoom, I mean, it was crazy. We started tutoring over the summer. It was extremely successful, and we have firmed it up, and we're tutoring all the way, only through Zoom this entire year. And so we helped 101 kids last year. This year we're serving 155. And I really think without Spring to Action, I don't know if we could have pulled it off, because if we'd had to stop and worry about money, I think it would have been one more mountain to climb, and instead we had it. And so I can't say enough about last year's help, and this year we're having a great day, and it's going to help us tutor through the summer again and get a good start on next year.
That's fantastic. The clearinghouse that kind of comes through Act for Alexandria on the Spring to Action Day is really impressive, to say in the very least. And did I hear you before say that you were well on your way to hitting your goals? Or
we hit our goal about 20 minutes ago.
Yay! So fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'd ask you, maybe Martha and Meg, do I raise the goal, or do we just keep going with I don't know. We're just delighted. The community's been amazing again.
Well, that's really great, and it's something that I think everybody can, appreciate. All of the nonprofits, all the work that you all do is such a big part of our lives, and some people have an easier access to it than others, and so it's so great when you can come together and make an organization that kind of helps fill those gaps for the people who might be missing it. Meg Phillips, can you talk about your goals this year, not only for Spring to Action, but kind of what you will do with the donations that you guys are getting from Spring to Action today?
Sure. So we actually have also, we haven't reached our Spring to Action goal. We're very close, and we're hoping by midnight we'll be there. But we have reached our budget goal for this fiscal year, and we're thrilled about that. We were able to increase our scholarship and give $2,500 to 100 undocumented immigrant students, which was in our strategic plan for next year. So we're really happy about that. And we also, I think COVID prompted people to really dig deep and support those who needed help. And so we were able to fund a case manager to connect our students and their families with resources they need, and also kind of build more scaffolding. So our students who receive these scholarships had other types of support and coaching and things like that to help them really take advantage of that financial support and get through college and have a greater likelihood of success. So that's where the donations will be going from Spring to Action. Wow,
I love that imagery of building that scaffolding. That's such a great way to put it, because it really does. It's such a multi-pronged, effort. It takes a lot, even, in the best of cases, to get a kid through college.
I know. And the first gen students who come and they don't have any relatives who've been through college, and it's a huge transition. So we want to make sure that they have someone to turn to.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. What wonderful work to do. And Martha, why don't we talk about your goals and how Spring to Action maybe helped you last year, and what do you have any specific plans for this year's donations?
Yeah, we're always happy to participate in this event. And as you mentioned, a few of our large partners participate as well. So it's just great that we're all doing this together, because the money that we raise, again, we're putting right back into the community one way or the other as we team up. One of the scary statistics with COVID is that while so many facilities, screening facilities and radiology facilities were closed during the main part of COVID for such a long period of time, for every month that preventative screenings were put off and delayed and not offered to women, the United States risked missing 30,000 new breast cancer diagnoses every month. So for the women who have no insurance and can't afford screenings, they're already waiting on a pretty long wait list right now that we've got going through Nueva Vida and some of our other partners. So now it's delayed even further. So if a woman has a concern, has a lump on her breast, has a reason to need to get a mammogram or a screening more urgently, using the money that we've raised from Spring to Action last year and again this year, we're able to get these women into a facility to get screened And more importantly, if that screening shows an abnormal finding, the foundation has the ability to take it to the next steps, whether they need a diagnostic mammogram, an ultrasound, a biopsy, or even surgery in some cases. So the money is desperately needed, and we still have a ways to go to get to our goal tonight. As I mentioned, it's a little bit of a tough time of year for us because we have a really big fundraiser in the month of May. And our largest event is the Walk to Bust Cancer in October. So we are so grateful, though, to all the people who've come out today and donated to us and to the other important groups like Lisa and Meg's, and they're doing great stuff in our community.
Right, right. Well, it is so great. There's so much work to be done, and there's so much money to that is needed in all of these programs, and it's just amazing. I know I just keep saying I feel like a fangirl over Spring to Action, but it's astounding to me, how effective they are and how much money that they can raise. I mean, I'm just looking right now, it's still climbing, and it's gonna keep climbing until tonight. So look, I just want to thank you all for coming on the show tonight. I know it's getting late, and we appreciate you guys coming on and sharing your stories with us. And most of all, thank you all for the really great work that you do on behalf of the people who really need all the wonderful services that you guys are giving.
Susan, thank
you.
The Zebra, it does such a tremendous job spotlighting the good that's out there in the community, and I learn about things. And please, thank you for everything you're doing too.
You're welcome. It's wonderful. Mary Wallen is our publisher. She was just had an amazing vision to come up with a good news media outlet, and it's just been it's really great, and it's just an honor to work here, to be honest with you. So so again, thank you so much for coming. I didn't know if anybody had any closing thoughts, or maybe we'll give a little push to help some of you guys meet your goals. I know you're getting close there, Meg, so
we're very close. We just got a $1,000 donation, so if anyone wants to match that, join in. Head on over to our page with Spring to Action for the Dream Project.
That's great. That is really great. And it's funny. It's funny to me that everybody can root for everybody else. Isn't that great? I mean, where do you see that happening? Where everybody's rooting for everybody else? I mean, it's just it's a wonderful place to be here. So anyway, again, ladies, thank you so much for your leadership and for your wonderful work and your service. And good luck. I hope you guys meet and exceed your goals tonight.
Thank you.
Susan.
All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.